SportsMatters TV.
Okay guys, welcome to SportsMatters TV. We're in Parky Ring. I'm joined by Cork manager Kieran Kingston. First of all, Kieran, there must be a massive buzz after that win against Kilkenny last week. All Ireland's just around the corner. How's the momentum at the moment in the squad?
Yeah, I mean, look, since the game last Sunday, they're supposed to focus is really on recovery and getting the third legs, not an eagle. So we're working on that now and get back at it today for training. Because your time with the players is limited, only 3 or 4 sessions from the semi-final to the final. But the mood is good in the camp, and obviously fellas are delighted to be in the final.
You know, extra time has its pros and its cons. Obviously there might be niggles, injuries and stuff, but obviously the extra minutes will always help. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing going into an All-Ireland final?
Well, I suppose if we probably write the script, I'd take it now, but certainly coming down the stretch it wasn't the way we wanted to finish big. But it was a lot of, I suppose, important. The win obviously is important because if you don't win, you don't participate in what is, in my view, the best sporting day in our country, which is the All-Ireland Hurling final. And there were some demons there with not having beaten Kilkenny since 2004, not having lost 8 All-Ireland semi-finals, having lost extra time the last time in the semi-final against Limerick. But it's important to put those to bed if we could. I think the lads did it admirably in extra time, and the character that they showed when they could have went in and put their heads down and said, oh, we've thrown it, but they were real positive after full time. They knew that they had in the tank, and they reflected that in the additional time.
That, you know, luckily enough we're having some fans come back. It won't be full capacity, but it was nice obviously to hear that Cork can't, like, when it comes to Cork, you know, the Rebel Counties, the number one for fans, obviously it was nice to have them back in the stands. Yeah,
it was super. Like it's great to have the team. Cork played better when the supporters are at the game. Because Cork supporters are unbelievable. 99.99% of them are really, really behind the team. Really behind the team always. They support it, and they've had a really tough 2 decades of following Cork teams without having any national success. So it's important for us to reflect their support over the years when we take the field, and it's fierce important for the players that the fans get behind them when they're on the field, and when we're down, they do get a lift. And the players would say that they get a lift because our Cork supporters, hurling supporters, are the best in the country.
Definitely. You know what it's like to win in All Ireland. Yeah. As a team, what you have to do, look, it's obviously the game of your lives on the day.
Yeah, I mean, look, we know facts don't lie. We know we're going in as total underdogs. Limerick are raging favourites, have been from the start of the year. I suppose, to be fair, no matter who they were playing. But at the end of the day, there's only 2 teams can win it. We're one of them. We believe in ourselves. We believe in what we do. We're going up to give us best performance we possibly can. And we'll see where that takes us.
It's probably fair to say, look, it's a long time coming. It's been a great campaign for Cork so far this season. Obviously you've enjoyed it. You're still standing. You look stress free, which is good, but obviously look, it's going to be a massive day for the fans and the players.
I'd say outer cam, inner turmoil.
Correct.
But yeah, it's a great day. It's great to be involved. But at the end of the day, like, we need to perform. That's the bottom line. Last Sunday against Kilkenny is forgotten about now. It's about how we can perform in the final, and that's our only focus. A lot happens in the 2 weeks from the semi-final to the final. A lot of periphery stuff that we need to keep away from the players. We're trying to keep away from the players because nothing matters really, only how we perform on the pitch. Everything else is totally irrelevant.
Definitely. We have to speak. Look, super sub, man of the match, Shane Kingston. Look, we're not going to go into tactics, but he probably has a fair claim that he might get a game and a might start point this week.
We've 37 guys on the panel, and we look back throughout the year in the league and championship. We've made changes to the panel from game to game, and times fellas hadn't even played, and we say, why are we doing that? And we've made changes to the team because we look at how guys are going in training. We got to look at who we're playing against. We got to look at any tactical approach that we take in the game or leading into the game or maybe during the game and what we may be presented with. And that dictates what we do. And our bench has been really good to us all year, not just last week. But the bench is hugely important in modern sport, but you have to be in the game to get the most out of your bench. So it's getting that balance right from game to game, and we'll continue to do that.
Definitely. Last of all, Kieran, look, it's a great year for Cork in general, underage, minors, 21s. Obviously the future looks great for Cork.
Yeah, I mean, look, as I said, we've had 2 decades of famine. Super dollar, 20s winning the All-Ireland, 2020 All-Ireland, first time since 98, in the final again, the minors in the final, seniors in the final, and that's great. And I think they feed off each other. We fed off the 20 All-Ireland win. I think they're like the minors, and that they're feeding into us a bit, and we get on well. Pat Hurling, myself, Noel Furlong, we all get on well. The group get on well. There's an alignment between the group. There's not a bad word. We work together because at the end of the day, like, we're in this job for a while. We're in this job. We're not in this job for financial reasons. We're in this job because we love Cork hurling. We give up our time and to see can we do the best for Cork Hurling while we're in it, and hand on the jersey to the next person and wish them the very best when we do so.
Kieran, you're doing an awesome job. We'll see you next week at the All-Ireland final. Cork versus Limerick is going to be a great one. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are watching Sports Matters TV.